Well, in recent days, many people have complained about being part of a Susu, which in fact turned out to be a pyramid scheme. This has led to many persons shunning away. However, for many years, a Susu has been synonymous with Trinidad and Tobago and the Afro Trinbagonian community as an integral method of savings, investments, and bartering for the purpose of trade. Cherrylene Lewis spoke to Black Historian David Muhummad on the origins of the Susu and its viability.
Originally called Susu Gayap, the traditional Susu is an inherent African financial system with its roots in post-slavery and which was used by freed Africans to elevate themselves in Trinidad and Tobago. In fact, it was through the Susu system that many of this country's African forefathers were able to procure lands, build homes, and do business after emancipation in 1838. The practice has continued to date and up to today has been adopted by other sectors of society. Historian David Muhummad traced the origin of the Susu.
Now, the Susu investment savings plan really came from West Africa through the African ethnic tribes of the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa in particular, who, in coming over to the West, really had that system more enhanced and developed.
Mr. Muhammad said, unlike a pyramid scheme, a Susu has strict conditions for its validity.
One misperception that we have about the Susu is that it's exclusively centered on money. It is not. It is the pooling of resources collectively, including both financial and human resources, to create an impact of having large amounts of wealth as a group that none of us possess individually. In its most traditional sense, you have a fixed number of people, and each of them contribute an equal quantity of either finances, income, resources, or whatever it may be, into a pool, and on each cycle, whether it be a week or a month, one person receives the full quantity of what everyone would have pooled for one cycle.
He described the pyramid scheme as a corrupted Susu.
So when one person is required to get two, and each of the two get two more, and so on and so forth, or even in some schemes, one person is required to get 4 persons, and those 4 would get 16, and those 16 would get 64, etc. Eventually, it will get to the point of collapse simply because it becomes saturated within itself.
Evidence of the viability and credence of the Susu are the lands which the Americans, the first set of freed slaves, were able to purchase with Susu monies such as New Grant, Hard Bargain, the companies in Maruga Tableland, and in Mova. Cherrylene Lewis, TTT News.